As we've discussed this semester, social media can be used for both good and bad. And the goal of this skills workshop is to encourage providers to take advantage of the many social media platforms out there in order to reach their patients and provide adequate care to their patients. So, social media is defined as websites and applications that enable users to create and share content to participate in social networking. And examples of social media include Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, chat rooms, any messengers, or basically just anything online in which the provider can reach their patients. And this is important because not only can it help a provider to grow their reputation, but it can also help providers to show their patients that they truly care for them and care about their health, and maybe not only their illness but their overall health. And as we've discussed this semester, it is important to focus on a person as a whole and not just their illness or their disease or whatever they might have. Social media can be used to provide patients with maybe just support that they need, or provide them with education on their disease or their illness that they're going through. And an activity that physicians can do to promote social media to their patients and promote the interactions that occur through social media with their patients is to just encourage them to reach out to them with any questions they might have. It is important that the provider themselves make it known to their patients that this option is available, and that they are not only allowed to contact them when they are in office or over the telephone, but they are able to reach out to them with any concerns that they might have through these social media platforms. And this is just very important because as healthcare grows and changes and new diagnoses are coming out, and maybe they're not very familiar with them or the patient's not familiar with them, it is important that patients are just able to reach out to their providers with these questions. And especially with things that have to do with insurance and just time and money is very, very important in the healthcare setting, and maybe the patient does not have time or money. It is important that they are able to reach out through social media for maybe just a quick question, instead of making an appointment and having to pay that copay or pay for the entire visit if they don't have insurance. It's just very, very important to both the patient and the provider that they are able to communicate in more than just the healthcare setting. Also, when it comes to time management, as we know, office visits do not allow patients much time with their provider. And if providers allow for their patients to access them through these social media platforms, it can allow for money saving of the patient and just overall time saving of the provider if it's just a quick question, and it can save them from having to book an appointment, which is not needed if it's just a quick question. An activity that can be integrated, I guess, into the skills workshop is for providers to just make it known to their patients that these platforms are out there and that they are able to access them whether they are in office or not. And patients, on the other hand, need to take advantage of these social media platforms in which they can reach out to their physicians